lightweight session talking about video games and video game industry. I'm Ron Haberman. Guru is with me running the demo. And we created CiiNOW to enable you guys to deliver video games. Why video games? Premium type of entertainment, not available through cable companies today, unlike pretty much any other type of entertainment out there. Now the important thing is that we want to be able to enable you to do that using any kind of set-top box that users might already have in the home. And we will see today that you can enable the set-top box to run any kind of video game, including very high-end AAA titles. And in the future, any type of application that exists today or might exist in the future. And the reason is that the application actually runs in the data center, the cloud, and delivered to the set-top box in the form of a video stream. We're providing services today in Korea, in the US, and in Europe, and I'd love to have the opportunity to show you what we're all about. So let's just jump right into it. And Guru here will show a game running on a set-top box. In this particular example, the game will be launched using a second screen, so there's no integration required on that particular set-top box. The set-top box that we're using is a Broadcom-powered set-top box, very common in most of the networks out there today. So Guru, please.
Hi, I'm Guru Samander. I lead engineering at CiiNOW, and this is probably the hardest part of my job.
So no joke, I mean, Guru spent 3 nights practicing for this demo. This is happening live. Oops. One night would have made it perfect. The goal of this is to fly Batman over down to the fight area and have a good fight. Now you can see that this is a very high-end game. It would have required a very beefy PC or even a modern console to be able to run. And here it's running live from the network. Everything about the game is being done in the cloud, and image is created, H.264 encoded on the fly, and going down to the set-top box for perfect gameplay. So let's talk a little bit about what CiiNOW would provide. Well, first, we provide anything that you need in order to start running the system. It's a complete platform from head-end to client. We host even sometimes in the cloud, and we provide all the pieces, billing, integration, data that you need to be able to run the system. We also provide management of the system. So if you want to start offering this to your customers, but you would like us to continue to manage the everyday life cycle of the games and the deployment, we can do that for you. We deliver all kinds of different user interfaces, and we open the system such that you can integrate with third parties. For example, this type of user interface was created by one of our partners. It's actually running on a browser in an iPad, and it's completely headless and separated from the set-top box. Another partner developed this type of interface. This is actually middleware-based interface. It looks and feels exactly like the video-on-demand portion of that set-top box, and that's exactly what they've done. They just integrated that into the system. And if you would like us to provide you with a very rich interface, and this is an example of something that we built in-house, this is HTML-based. Of course, when it's deployed in your network, it would be with your logo and your branding with the game available there. But most importantly are the games themselves. This is the content business, and you want to start and hit the ground running. So we provide you with a whole bunch of games that we pre-negotiate on your behalf with the publishers. And we saw very high-end AAA titles. For many users, that's a little bit too much. They want to start with a little bit more of a casual experience. And for that, we don't even need a gamepad. You can actually use the iPad or any browser, phone, as the controller. And now we will demo that to you. And this is a game that's very popular at my home.
I'm going to launch this game, which probably my daughters are better suited to play than me.
Don't be modest. Now notice that here, the iPad was not just used to launch the game, but after the game launched, the browser started displaying a user control that was customized for that particular game. This enables us to communicate with the gamer and actually explain what they need to do, provide them with a little bit of hints as to how the gameplay is played, and have controls that are very specific for that particular game. Now, this requires a lot of practicing, but not got much better since yesterday. By the way, whoever comes to our booth and can beat Guru's scores get a free account on the system so they can play at home. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about it. Okay, let's go back to the slides. From a business model perspective, I really invite you to come and talk to us. It's very flexible. It can start as easily as a rev share with almost no upfront starting cost, all the way to CapEx where we deliver nothing more than software to you. Come and talk to us. I think you'll find it very interesting. But why do you even need cloud gaming in your system? Well, first, if you have a network that is capable of unicast video, and I believe that some of your users might be using it for Netflix, then you already have the network that you need. Okay? The envelope of the video session used for cloud gaming is essentially the same as any other video that runs on the system. Of course, you already have this huge community of gamers that are using the network. It's just that you're not into it. Why? Because you're not providing them with the main product they're consuming, being games. By providing games, you'll be able to connect with those users. And beyond that, if you enable this kind of system, you enable the set-top boxes that you have for any kind of existing and future application, because the application actually is running in the data center, and applications can be brought up online very, very quickly. From a competition perspective, I think you'd agree that you're facing quite a bit of competition from over-the-top providers, and they're making their way into the user homes by going to another set-top box, another device connecting to another HDMI port, usually consoles, micro consoles, mini consoles, whatever they're used, and they're usually called and primarily used for games. This is the way to bring the gaming into the existing set-top box that is already in the home, and increasing the user experience by doing that. But most importantly, we want to be able to deliver to the users exactly what they want. And in every other entertainment service, video, music, what users want is ease of access, instant access, and that's exactly how we deliver cloud gaming. There's no new hardware to get, so it's available immediately. Every game is there in the press of a button with no downloads and no installation, and no need to do anything beyond that. So we think it's the sweet spot for cloud gaming to be delivered under your brand. You'll be able to deliver high-end games. You'll be able to keep the customers happy on your network. You'll be able to keep them on the right HDMI port in your set-top box. And that translates to something very simple: more money. How? Either directly in the form of a better ARPU from the customer, or indirectly by keeping the customer happy, keeping them loyal in the bundle and on your network. So let's go and do one quick other demo. I'm running out of time. And we'll pick it up at our booth. Please come and play all kinds of games, and let's try to be
So we've got a MacBook Air on which I'm going to start a game. And what I'll show you, that was too quick. And I'll show you move this across seamlessly to an Android-based device. See we're controlling it. I'm going to quickly switch out of this. And I'm going to start it here.
And you notice that the multi-screen experience is frame accurate. We can actually take a session and move it between devices with no delay. So we are CiiNOW. Please come to our booth. If nothing more, to play some video games and relax. And we'll talk later. Thank you very much.